So guys, this one's been sort of taking all the limelight lately. Yeah, it's been all about Elsa, and there hasn't really been any 240 content. So I thought I'd actually share with you guys some extra footage I have of Ruby, the Volvo 240 I used to own back in the summer. So guys, another day, another delivery. These guys should really start sponsoring me, I think. I've got the biggest pile of this paper over there. So that must be our tailpipe. Rear silencer. Over axle pipe. Some clamps. I've not actually tried this style before. I've never used one. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they're any good. So guys, I just pulled this clamp off here. They only failed the middle silencer, not this one, the one further down. But this one needs doing anyway, because you can see all the holes that are starting in the bottom of it. It's just rotting from the inside. I just hit that and that dented that, so the hole, I think it's really soggy, to be honest, inside. And I've actually took the clamp off, and you can see, although it looks nice on the face of things, like because of this paint that's been put on it, actually underneath, it is old and it is going. They just sprayed it with something which has probably helped it, but high temperature, like zinc spray or something, just to keep the corrosion off. But inside, the condensation and that, it's just water sat in there. And see it, look, because it's wet inside, so it's all soggy and horrible. It's no good. Now, I'm not trying to save these brackets because I'm going to replace them, so the bolts will break, but that's fine. Or they'll just slip. That's not fine. Yeah, I honestly, guys, I did not think I'd have to do this. I was like, oh, the exhaust looks really good on this car. I was like, oh, at least the exhaust was done before it was parked up. I'm not going to need to worry about that. Wrong. Yeah, because guys, if this will come off, heat would really save the day here. It's kind of a must really for doing exhausts. Or you can get a cutting disc and just make an incision further along. That normally does it, and then you can break it loose. But without doing any of that, just forget it. Do you know what I mean? It's just not going to work. I think we should actually now just focus on the important joints, which will be where the middle silencer goes, because that needs to be done properly. So let's see what's going on. It's that one there we've got to take off, and this is actually the cat pipe. That's for the cat, so there's no playing around here. That's got to come off. Trying to get this to slide out off the cat pipe without heat. Which one there? That one's split, so we ought to scrap that off. If this just comes off, that would be so nice. I feel like something might be happening. Maybe. Yes. I'm gonna pull it off from the rear. No, wait, that's not the good way to say it, is it? You guys know what I mean. Basically, I'm loosening the rubbers. They don't look like this, but similar sort of thing that hold the rear one. So it drops, and I'm just gonna pull it off. You lucky bastard. Yeah, I got lucky there, didn't I? That was about as good as that could have gone, I think. So here's an example of why you definitely shouldn't say something's going well and things are going good, etc. Because the problem we've got now is getting this. I don't know if we can pull it out this way. I don't know if we can get this silencer over the axle. So guys, another part that needs to be done, this handbrake cable, you can see where the plastic has melted before, and I always wonder, I was like, oh, how does that happen? Now you can see how, obviously at some point the exhaust has dropped down and it's burnt that. So yeah, not the first time the exhaust has been in this position, at least this time it's intentional. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough clearance here, so I'm going to struggle a little bit, I think, but let's try. So guys, I managed to get this far. Exhaust here, of course, and it's just caught there. I can't get it out. If there wasn't a wall here, I reckon I could probably bring the exhaust out at a 90-degree angle, turn it round, twist the silencer around, and then unhook it over the arch. So guys, what I'm trying to do is knock this up so it comes off. The exhaust is loose, so there's nothing rigid to hit it against. It's stone cold. Yeah, this is definitely, again, a stupid way of doing things, but I feel like, yeah, obviously the mistake was assuming that I'd be able to pull the whole exhaust over the axle and not actually taking a minute to look at it and think about it. So yeah, well, we're here now, so I think a few more whacks with the chisel, it's gonna free itself off. Let's see. So guys, here's the difference. So I just decided to run the engine up for a few minutes just to get it hot. I've given it a couple of little taps already and it's already sliding out. There you go. Guys, it's all about heat. You got to get them hot. But most of you already knew that, I'm just stupid. So I'm just putting a bit of paste on. Exhaust mounting paste. I know old Hubnut prefers to use copper grease, doesn't he? It's quite a good idea actually. But yeah, I don't know. I might try that one day, but I don't feel like experimenting today. So I'm going to slide that straight on. Nicely, didn't it? Okay, that's that in. So let's fire it up and see how she sounds. Yeah guys, I've got to say I'm pretty happy with those round clamps. They've worked a treat. I find them better than these. Normally I get leaks when I use these. Yeah, and these are obviously thinner as well. Yeah, 240 exhausts, really actually quite simple, even easier than a 700 or 900 series. Probably the easiest exhaust I've ever done. Yeah, like I say, there's not really much room for error. It kind of sits how it wants to. You can't really get the adjustment wrong. I don't think so anyway. It seems to just go on one way really. Slips on nice. Yeah, easy to do. You can do it on your own. Yeah. And I've had a lot of problems with aftermarket exhausts in the past, not fitting well at all. You know, they're just cheap replacement parts, aren't they, sometimes? So, you know, they're usually never exactly the same as the original. So, and it only takes a little bit to be slightly off and it won't line up or it won't go on. So it can be a bit tricky, but as most of you guys know, Scandics are great. You know, their parts really are like the real deal. So, and obviously the middle silencer was Volvo genuine. I was actually excited to save that for Lily, but no, it's definitely helped that as having that line around. That saved a few more quid. So there we go. So anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.